Hello, this is Falterfire, and this is yet another run in progress. So this is the fourth video I have recorded where it is a 5 idle run that is starting in, not starting in Area 3, but I'm picking up the recording in Area 3 because I play very slowly in these 5 idle runs. I tend to play slow decks, and this took me probably 2 to 3 hours to get to the start of Area 3. And like the last couple of videos I've recorded have been like an hour and a half or longer each for just Area 3. So that is why I have been splitting things the way I have. So this time we're playing Silan. We are on patch 6230, which means that we get rewards for killing idols that are stat bonuses. But there's a bug on this version where you can't actually see how much of each bonus I have. You can kind of see that I have gotten a bonus because like we have critical chance plus 0%, which means that's at least plus 5%, and that's just a lie. We have, we draw like I think 2 extra cards on the first turn. Strong Tea is very good with Reforge, which is one of our cards. You'll kind of see what our deck is doing as we go through it. So looking at the map, our big note here is we are fighting Baelator. And if you watched my Paladin loss, you saw just how devastating Baelator can be. And to that end, we have picked up several pieces of evasion. We have Hunting Trance, we have Mana Dance, we have Phase Grace, wherever that is, here, Phase Grace, and then we have Empower and Strenuous Vigor to help us get more. Aside from that, our big problem right now with the deck is we're kind of low on mana. But as far as pathing goes, ideally, what I would like to do is start at one of these 2 fights and then just go event, probably this fight and force a Hunter's Focus, and then go through mid-boss, then fight, event, fight, and then boss. However, that requires us to go through this mid-boss, and this mid-boss is going to be miserable for numerous reasons. First of all, with 3 idols active, Watcher of the Swarm will probably double summon because a 60% bonus to effect means that instead of summoning 1, it summons 1.6 Shadow Bursts, and that rounds up to 2. And that is not great for us. So for that reason, not interested in Watcher. On top of that, they will have Berserk, so we can't kill them immediately. And they'll have White Flames. They will hit us for damage every time we try and deal damage to these stupid little things, in addition to the volatile ones exploding. Meanwhile, this fight is always easier. Like, I think across the board, the Vessels of Corruption are fairly easy as far as fights go. And in particular, seems much easier to deal with in this case. The downside to that is we are going to have to go through at least one of these fights. And this is probably the hardest fight grouping by a considerable margin, especially as far as normal enemies go. Double Snail can be also threatening, but this fight can do the same damage that Snail can do, that Snail's Big Hit does, and they can do it on turn 1 and turn 2 and turn 3. Because the Treasure Slimes can keep hitting for big numbers as long as they're alive. One note here is Cruelty is not active, which means that Predator is not going to be a problem. So as far as routing goes, Clear Focus is a lot less important than it would be normally, although it is a very good mana card, and this deck has some mana problems right now, so that's kind of tempting. But we also kind of would like a Agile Strike. We have Stopwatch, so we could force a crit out of Agile Strike, which would give us evasion. But I think there's a very good chance that I would rather go here. Either way, I also am considering starting here and dodging the... because this would also give us a chance at Agile Strike, and that would let us take a bunch of events and dodge the weather. And this weather in particular can be kind of obnoxious. But the weather cards can also be good. And we have a pretty high shock maximum because we have plus 9 from idols, plus we're wearing the Brilliant Cuirass. So we have to get 22 status applied to us before we get hit for the first time. So I think we're going to start here. I would take a Rhyme Shield. Purging Waters is okay. I might take that. But we'll see how this goes. All right. Another thing is we have +1 fatigue threshold maximum, so we are at 4 cards drawn for fatigue, even though cruelty is passive active because we are on 5 vitals. Let's see. We could get tough. I think we probably want to get tough. We could also detonate, but I think getting tough and firing this off makes more sense. And then I think we'll just get another detonation off. Let's do the last of our mana, which is rude, but it's fine. All right, we would like to get turned to gunks, but I don't think there was any great pathing that would let us go through those, but I should have been looking more for that. Opportunist is up, so this would draw cards and trip Opportunist, which I don't super want to do. Could play this, but I don't think I care enough about the Frail. I think I'd rather hold it. But if we don't play this, I think we're actually okay with getting attacked here. Because it just opens up the ability to actually play more cards this turn that otherwise we would not really get to do. Just tag you again. Oh, we also have a pretty high evade chance. I don't remember if we have any evade chance from idle rewards. I don't think we do, but we are at 15% from our gear, which is also helpful. Hunting Trance. And yeah, so that's also, we're kind of trying to stack at least some powerful. As we get some more tough up. I should have done that first, so we could get tough, and so we could have amplified our white flame as well. All right. Obviously, mana is a little bit of a problem for us. All right, we're now bleeding. That's what I get for playing out whatever. This doesn't freeze us. Let's do that. And that. So that ends us with a good amount of purity. And we just naturally evaded things. Rude. How dare you heal? And we just get these out of the deck. It'll cost us one of our purity, but that's why we have purity. I think we keep prioritizing whichever one has more powerful. Stop stealing our mana, you jerks. There's all our evasion gone. Also, this may be the last patch that has permanent opportunists on everybody all the time when Hunt is active. That specific passive is probably going to change. So, as kind of happens sometimes with beta videos, I don't always know when recording which stuff is going to end up becoming dated and which stuff is going to end up being a permanent feature of the game. That's always annoying. Rip. Should have played faster to get rid of... may as well get that. We could freeze ourselves. Sure, why not? Actually, I'm okay with also doing that. Cool, we can actually get rid of one of these. Doop. And yeah, like you can kind of see what I mean about the deck having mana problems. Part of that is this specific fight where they are stealing mana, so we can't bank it between turns. But a lot of it is just a natural result of how this deck has come together. Oh, whoops, that opportunist up. Just wasn't paying enough attention. But what else is new? I don't know that it's worth playing this. But yeah, I cut myself status removal because, like, I just get so much whatever that it didn't seem important anymore. And I'll go and get more growth. Why not? Sure. Lots of powerful. But not enough powerful. Just for fun. Screw you. Oh, we got to keep some of the lifesteal because we had powered it. I didn't even think about that. That's actually very good. Normally I would take another Sanctuary, but I don't know that we necessarily need it. I think I'm more inclined to take either... I mean, the Mind Tap's not bad. We have a decent amount of healing to support it. But I don't mind taking like the Purging Waters or the Predator's Focus. I'm trying to figure out. I got a text. Oh, it's just that. There's a decent chance we can get cleanse out of this. And just take the mana, I think. Hey, more starting mana. That's nice. That'll help at least with... Because early turns can be kind of rough. We now start with 6 mana. Because we have gotten that a couple times now. All right, we got some growth. Let's pop you. So one of the tricks here is figuring out... is getting as much to empower as we can. But, because like if we play this, we will get... Ooh. We can empower the evasion and the critical. Or we can just not empower this turn, which I think is what I'm leaning towards doing. Oh, just kidding. That changes things. In that case, I will empower. Really, I should have just tripped Opportunist there because it's not a big deal. Oops. Really wanted that last turn. Permanent Blade would be really nice. I don't think we need to play that. Oh, that would trip Opportunist. I think it's worth it. It just lets us do things this turn. Pop off some of the powerful on that. Debating playing other cards just to get more growth for that. I'll play that for one more growth. And pop off another powerful. Cannot touch me. And there's our other skill that we really want to empower. Do we have... Okay, we do still have the Empower in the deck, although we don't have any way to draw it this turn. And take away your powerful. Here's Mighty incoming. Which does mean that we now want to make sure we can get a detonation on this one this turn. But that should be doable. It's going to eat the Purity, but that's okay. Actually, I should have done that first, because I think we are going to try and get... This has been kind of disappointing. The drink has been kind of disappointing for me so far this run, just because I keep not being able to consistently leverage it. And you can see here again, like I'm not going to be able to get great value out of it. Go ahead and play that largely just for the white flame. And yeah, I just wasted it, basically. I'm really bad at judging when I can actually... The funny thing is, like, if I had used it at the start of the turn, I would have been good to go. But I didn't. And let's see, we probably don't evade this. We did not. But we had the shield for it, so it's okay. More shield, more health out. Lots of shield. I want to empower. I want to do this, but I can't do that and get out all my cannon blasts. If I do this and this, I can cannon blast 3 times, which is probably better. Yeah, that's definitely better. Let's probably just focus on killing this one. Because if we can just like get one of them gone before the snail hatches, it's probably for the best. There are the stupid stones. Questions, do we empower? I think so before we do this. Okay, must have just been a quirk that the other one didn't show whatever. And we do end up playing this, but technically we waste the evasion here. Oh, just kidding. We can, oh, we also have delicate bracers, so we can evade statuses. I beat Elemental Amalgam without any status procs happening to me. And then I restarted a bunch of times fighting that combo of two things that are jerks. Oh, Silga plus Natha, like, which is just a normal fight, but it was a triple idle fight, and they just, like, the amount of damage that fight outputs is unreal if you are playing a deck like this. Like, even with my Arcane, like, there was just not enough Arcane in the world. Last area was the same, whatevers, by the way. And it's a lot of powerful. We do want to get rid of it. Oh, there's our Cannon Blast going away. Rude. We do have guaranteed evasion here. I'm going to decide on the Mystic Ritual. It's very good when we can afford to play it. We just can't always afford to play it. Rude? Okay, 20% chance to evade, it said, so we must have gotten a plus 5% at some point. Alright, I don't know where the Insidious Focuses are. Oh, I do know they are in my deck, so there's a chance I could draw them. Okay, I didn't. This is going to draw us an Insidious Focus. Or Insidious Stone. I did not. Which makes me happy. Just also surprised. So the one thing is, I know that when Berserk triggers, it removes all the powerful, which I think means that Snail won't be able to transfer powerful to Mollusk. Which, although we will draw these Void Stones after the flip, so it will immediately get too powerful from those. Meh. We haven't gotten any max hand size this time around, which is a little bit of an annoyance. And you have Opportunist. We have so much stuff. We don't really need to do this. And we may as well. We are going to take some hits here. Not actually relevant hits, but no, not our plated. There we go, getting critical back. Alright, taking away the powerful. We get even more lifesteal. That's a pretty nice amount of Arcane. And this one does not have Berserk. Damage dealt, +1. I think the Blessed Strikes are actually, yeah, because they're doing 6x2 base. Blessed Strikes are doing 6x2 base now. So this should actually be a pretty good purity source. Ooh, I think Mana Crystal actually. Like, these are all pretty tempting, but I think of these, Mana Crystal is the one I need most. And yeah, we're going to go here. This is one of those places where my 22 is going to come in handy. All right, that wasn't what we were hoping to see. Sweet. The other item that we kind of want is some way to get temporary powerful or permanent, like either Scroll of Blood or whatever it is, the power charm, demon charm, blood charm, whatever it's called. Either one of those would, because that would give us just a way to ensure we could stack stuff. No point in targeting you because you would just not get detonated. Not enough arcane for any of them. I'd put that there. And normally that 11 arcane would be a problem, but it's not. Okay. This is going to do stone nothing for us. Okay. Should actually be careful because I don't want to draw one card into a stone and then I don't want to actually play that because it'll trip Opportunist effectively. Actually, do I care about tripping Opportunist? Probably not. I mostly just care about drawing stupid stones. Yeah, there's one. Oh, but we couldn't, yeah. So because we tripped Opportunist, we still couldn't draw off the stone. A little unfortunate. And now we're frail again. Random targeting. Yeah, it just targeted the wrong thing. Alright. Oh, this will actually shock us, which is pretty rare because normally overcharged even isn't a guaranteed shock. That's actually the first time I think I've been shocked this run. So let's do that, which gets us purity. Gives us 2 purity because it was a guaranteed crit. There we go. Oh, wrong button. And now we evade all of this, which means that even though we're shocked, we don't actually get hit. We also evade that. Rip. But at least it didn't break our cannon blast. Nice. I think we do want to get more of Misk buffs. And we could heal. I think we'd rather just get rid of the curse, if it means giving out some shield. Alright, we might get hit here. We did. There's the shotgun. But we have delicate bracers and we have a 20% evade chance, and that was good enough in this case. We want to detonate off some of those barriers. More guaranteed evasion. Let's start with this, again, to just break off shock barriers. This will just kill that one, which is nice. So close to killing this one. Not worth playing that. Rude. Alright, well there's a kill. Alright, saved one of our cannon blasts through a quick play. The nice thing is these are targeted, and the taunt just saving me from misclicking. Oh, I don't have to do that anyway. Oh, but that one was random, of course. Shocked blocked. Shrivel's gonna get crunched by a Shrivel. I mean, reforge one of them, you know, too late to matter, but where are all these exhaustions coming from? I know where they're coming from, but yeah, I'm willing to pay that because we should be able to, yeah, get back with the lifesteal just for fun. Get the extra damage in. Yeah, there's some great buffs you set up there, dummy. All right, more recoverable health, sure. Question is, do we spend a reroll here? Or do we just take the Prismatic Shield? I do like the Prismatic Shield. I'm fine just taking that. Although, we do desperately need mana. Maybe we'll get lucky and there's 1 in 4 of getting Hunter's Focus here. So this is not an idle fight. All right, we can empower. We do not have powerful. We do have evasion. I think we may just kill the back one. Oh, we can kill it by killing any of the others. Oh, we don't have a choice, of course. Wildstorm still. Shock barrier for everyone. Trying to decide if I want to do this now to reduce the cost on these. I guess it doesn't matter. We can't do everything anyway. So I may as well get the extra point of growth. Oh, we are going to get shocked again. That's okay. And then, yeah, you take a lot of damage. We do have to get through this, whatever, if we want to be able to actually use this. But we probably just don't have the mana to do everything we want to do this turn. I mean, we definitely don't have the mana to do everything we want to do this turn. I think we're probably just going to throw the Blessed Strike uselessly into the evasion. Oh, right. Random targets. I swear, like, new drinking game, every time Vulturefire forgets that he is fighting Wildstorm, take a shot. You will be dead by the end of the video. All right. Oh, that's unfortunate. Out of Purity. More powerful. There we go. Okay. I don't really want any of this. Well, that's actually not bad. Well, yes it is. Just because it doesn't do anything we really need. We don't have that much wits generation. I put this in thinking that we would, but we just don't. Persecute's okay for breaking whatever. Oh, it actually applies to status now, so that's actually, Predator's actually pretty good. I'm underrating Persecute because I just forget that it does the other thing now. That card still seems bad. This card is okay. We do have... this works with Persecute. It is a mana card, but I still don't think I care enough. Did I just take an event? Oh man, I actually wanted that fight because that would have let us force a turn to gunk, which we would have loved to have. The other thing is because we're not fighting... Cruelty, we aren't fighting Permanent Predator, and we can afford to take Corrupted Font, which would also be a very good card to have. But yeah, like you can see we go to 25 poking at that. And getting this Purity up turn 1 is obviously pretty great. May as well get the shield back. This little amount of extra shield here is going to make a big difference. Very rude to eat all our evasions. Do we have Feather? I don't think so. Where did that evasion come from? My brain is terrible. Why do we have actual evasions? Whatever. It's not important. Do we get Stone Split in our deck? I absolutely was zoned out. Nope, not yet. Okay, we want to get powerful before we Strenuous Focus. This will also give us White Flame, but we use up our Purity. We'll get Purity back by playing that. Let's see what we draw. Okay, so we have another Power. Still no Powerful. Oh, we already have White Flame, so we don't need to play that. In that case, yeah, let's just go ahead and get all of those bonuses. This will blow up the rook. Hey, then we get guaranteed crits, which means that we get even more Purity. And this fight should be handled. All the Purity is going to go away very quickly, but... like, the two of these guys, as long as you don't have a trip opportunist, they will never attack us on the same turn. And that is a pretty big bonus for us. Just because that is so much less stress to deal with. I want to play 2 more cards here. I cannot do it. But I can take away a good amount of buffs. And we have 2 evasions stockpiled. Well, the evasions probably came from an earlier idle card. I just wasn't paying enough attention. There's some of the stupid stones. Just so much powerful stacking here. I know we're also trying powerful stack, but the principle of the thing. Just because we're trying to do it doesn't make it okay. In fact, I might argue that if we're trying to do it, it's probably not okay. Frail, it's okay. Fortunately, the other nice thing about this fight is like the Void Stalker absolutely cannot show up, and the pack tactics isn't that relevant. Like, it's not our favorite thing, but it is far from the biggest problem that we could face. So if we get a crit on either of these hits, I think we get it'll do enough damage that we should get the other bonus. Although we want to cleanse off some of that nonsense. Oh. That's not really what I was hoping to draw. That's pretty good. There we go. Oh, I don't quite have enough. You know, I'm never going to use that properly anyway. I may as well get out this the extra Purity. We are going to get doomed here. I'm going to evade at least one of these hits. There's a little bit of healing for the little bit of damage we've done to ourselves. Pretty rough turn to have that evasion happen on, because it doesn't do anything for us, but strong T is very nice. Like, we still have to pay, like, it's not like we're really getting value whenever we have to actually draw the evasions, because it still costs us a card draw. But, alright. Working our way through the white flame. And powerful. More powerful for us, also more powerful for them, but we can take away their powerful and they cannot take away ours. Also, we have guaranteed crits. They do not, because we have purity. We can hit 0 mana here. Although if we do, we can't use the Resolute Focus, so it's irrelevant. Oh, whoops, not quite enough, because I didn't think about the top. Oh hey, we got the detonation off anyway. There's a lot of opportunist. Oh, whoops. Tripped opportunist, and now they're both attacking, which was not my smartest plan ever. Now that one's not hidden. This does also mean that the opportunist will be off for next turn. Oh right, we're not ever going to take Doom damage. Which means we could technically take Ruinous Gamble. It's just Ruinous Gamble is so bad on any turn where Baylator has Opportunist, because we don't have any freeze. Yeah, here once again is Reforged with none of the... because I've got a pretty fat deck, so trying Reforged alongside actual things to do with it is going to be relatively rare. You actually want to cleanse off some of that bleed. Probably could get rid of the Frozen Hide. We've got more tough than we know what to do with. So much powerful stacked. An okay amount of blighted stacked. Yeah, we probably do want to play that. Do we want to play this, though? I'm less certain about that. There we go. Nice, big, powerful attack. Unfortunately, we are stuck dealing with... we are going to lose the Scan Blast here. Even after I played out the thing. That bleed is going to murder all of the... all the whatchamacallit, which is nice. All of the White Flame. $53 damage. Not bad. You have one powerful rank left. Oh, right. We had a Frenzy. Fortunately, we cannot empower the Frenzy. That has not changed. Thank you for playing. And yeah, like this fight, just a cakewalk. Despite being a triple idol fight, this fight is a cakewalk, because the idols just do not do that much to enhance the danger of this fight. Although I think this fight is probably a bit weak anyway. And then you die. Alright, yeah. I think we just take the Corrupted Font. We could take the Mana Eruption. How much mana do we need before that's more than 8? We need to have a max mana of 32. We get there. Ooh. This is undoubtedly better than that, because I'm terrible at using the hand cannon, and doubling up like a Strenuous Vigor is very good. Oh, I haven't upgraded Strenuous Vigor. I probably should. The reason I hadn't is that I figure I have strong T, so it's less important. I actually do like upgrading the Reforge. That gives me a good amount of additional sturdy and shield. And then what do we cut? What cards have been underwhelming? Frozen Hide is probably not needed, but we really want to be tough on turn 1 against Baelator, and we can't ensure that otherwise. And we can't ensure it, so having more ways to get into tough is useful. Decision making is hard. Hobble is interesting. I think we still want it. I don't know. I feel like we kind of want all of our cards is the problem. We have too many of them, but I like that they are all my children, and I cannot part with any of them. Like, even Persecute, I think we like. I don't know. This seems so risky, cutting weak against Baelator. I guess we're just moving on. No one ever said I was smart or good at this game. All right. We're still doggedly holding on to a reroll. All right, so we'll get to copy a lot of things here. Most notably, plated. Actually, do we want to do this and just get a ton of plated right now? I don't think so. I think I'm going to save that until I can copy powerful. There goes all our mana. Delicate Bracers wins again. Oh, this is a useless turn to have evasion. I don't even need a defensive mod. That's not very useful. If we do this, we trip whatever, but I don't actually care. Yeah, because now we at least have something to explode. You still have Purity. And there's our powerful started. Okay, we aren't quite going to get to 18 growth, which was my hope, but yeah. Yeah, these guys can stack a lot of powerful very quickly. And yeah, they're going to absolutely do a legitimate amount of damage, a legitimately threatening amount of damage. Fortunately, we're just going to evade most of those hits, possibly all of those hits. And we're going to have a ton of shield even if we didn't. Yeah, that's okay. Do we need to play that for safety? This is just stealing our mana anyway, so we may as well. Alright, and then work through all our evasions. And we just to show up, we evaded the big hit. We didn't even need to. I do not know why playing that. Oh, our tough wore off. It's unfortunate. We can get it back though. All right. Let's see. I'm taking away your powerful. Or you're plated. And I think... Oh, right. But we also have Predator, so I kind of just want to ding you for all we're worth. I might actually take damage here. Yeah. That's okay. It's not that much damage. How about we don't gain bleed 4? You ever think of that? I could. I don't think it's worth doing this to get this out. I'm actually going to take damage here. It's okay. Still okay. Everything's okay. Everything is always okay. And they have Opportunist, which is annoying, but it's okay. We do have to be careful not to draw too many cards here. Because this is a threatening enough fight that I don't want to... threatening enough set of actions. Also, it just would steal all our mana, which is super rude. I should just get a kill here. I should keep messing around. Oh, I do get a guaranteed kill on any of them. Well, in that case... or on either of them. Just go do that. Oh no, not 0x6 damage. The bigger thing there is just that it takes away one of our plated. Goodbye. Probably shouldn't be giving the idol a chance to heal either of these. Should just be doing damage. Yeah, it just takes us so long to cycle our deck. Of course, like, all of the frigid cards that got added didn't help, but... Bye. You tried. Hey, extra turn for us. Unfortunately, we cannot save the extra turn for a rainy day. Yeah, I think we just take the mana. Yep. Ooh. But I really like this evasion going into Bay later, so no. Alright, this is one of the fights in the run that I'm actually still worried about a little bit. Looks like this is going to end up being an okay turn. We get tough and weak set up, which is always nice. We're going to get to blow up some of the, whatever. Yeah, the downside to mana rush, of course, like, on some turns it will not be, it will not be as much mana, especially on early turns, it won't always be as much mana as Corrupted Font would have been. Which I guess is relevant when we are potentially not redrawing through our deck. And there goes all of the White Flame. We need all of the shield we can get. This runs the risk of getting us attacked. It's only for 662. Yeah, we can deal with that. Worth it. And we do want to focus on the treasure slimes. I think they are the bigger threat. Unfortunately, we are not going to keep basically any of these lovely cannon blasts. They're all going away. No powerful. Stopwatch is not really on time right now. Whoops. Did not have space in hand to draw. So we can get Mighty at least, which will still not quite give that what we the level of push that we want. I don't know how low we are on shield. And by low on shield, I mean we have no shield. It's gonna be a little bit annoying. Although it's mitigated somewhat by the amount of plated we have. All right, we get to draw cards. There's a chance we could draw... No, we can't draw mana and shield. We can draw one or the other. Oh, may as well see. Cut our losses, heal for 9. All right. Might be worth just duplicating that. Kind of why I sequenced things the way I did was so that I could draw back into it. It was Reforge, but question is like, do we need more shield or are we content with continuing to explode things? I think the answer is we just want to keep blowing stuff up. We get to perfectly block the remaining debuffs, which means no curse for us. There's a lot more white flame, which is annoying because that represents another like 45 damage. This card still heals in addition to doing the other nonsense it does, which is kind of crazy. Do those guaranteed crits. Or not guaranteed crits, but get that crit chance. I think we just work on killing. Because if we can get kills. Like that doesn't actually get us the kill, but if we get a couple more arcane detonations, we will. Oh, right, it's just gonna suicide. That also works. Alright. Ring, 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 ring. That is not for me. That is from the office phone that I keep plugged in, but I do not normally have to answer. It is not currently business hours. Let's get rid of that. Cool. We can actually just kill that outright. One left. I shouldn't have bothered playing that. That was silly. So, trying to remember. We have 30% value on our... Yeah, because like there we got 12 mana for that. So, absolutely better than Corrupted Font, and it didn't need our purity. Let's see. 49. There we go. Another card drawn on the first turn, and we got the turn to gun without needing to reroll. I think this fight's probably easier, and I think Hunter's Focus is the card we want most. This fight's probably going to be a pain in the butt, maybe, but I'm not too worried. Oh, we might have this evasion buff going into... That's where our evasion came from, is from the event. An evasion I couldn't figure out earlier. So with any luck, we'll get to keep that going into that one thing. Let's work on dumpstering that one. I absolutely am just going to do this. Because I like having powerful. We appreciate power. The reason I got so much more on this one is because of the vulnerable plus the predator. Yeah, if we get a turn one to get like that against Bay later, I feel very good about our chances. We probably won't, but you never know. We're probably not playing all of those. In fact, we are only playing one of them. Well, no lifesteal for you. Rip. That is the downside to holding the retained cards. We probably should draw cards here. Although we don't want to draw trip you into... Well, I guess we don't care too much if this thing attacks. Oh, yeah. Probably don't need mend. Give us a good amount of shield. Go popping. Alright. There's you done. And then we just focus on the next one. I should have just played out the Fiery Cleanse. We just didn't need it. The lifesteal is pretty nice. And then I'm going to target you. That is damage. We will do this because you'll get your opportunist, but... Haha. Can't really play that though. Trips opportunist again, which I don't really want to bother doing again. Oh, don't you feel like a big dummy? Got yourself frozen and destroyed. Boom. And we're just going to evade both those hits, and you're just going to die. Okay, that was very clean. Reroll once. I don't hate a mind shield. I also don't hate cutting a mind shield, but... And then one more fight, and we're on to the big showdown. Sure. Probably actually need to focus on the back ones here. Just work on getting that jerk dead. The nice thing is the snail's in the front, which means that if we get an evasion, it will go to the snail. Downside to Wits is this will trip Opportunist, which would flip the snail into being big angry mode, which we don't super want to have happen. We have to play one more card out before we do. Oh, we can do this then, and we don't even need to cleanse because we just... That works out. This is before we even get our plated going. You're about to take some damage, potentially. Or not. We could just get lucky. That feels weird to say. Okay, right. This won't overdraw our other stuff. Yeah, and then you become much weaker once the whatever goes off. I do think we want to get your pack tactics going though. You're doing quite a lot of damage. Not a ton we can do. This gives us more tough, but we're already tough, so. Okay. Fortunately, yeah, okay, so we didn't end up losing recoverable. Okay, good, and it didn't decide to kick us while we're down, because there is an Idol of Hunger card that's just like punch you take a bunch of damage. So I want to get rid of this, which we're going to play that. But I also really want to empower the plated and everything else. So unfortunately, we aren't going to reforge. I finally lined this up, and I just cannot afford it. Also, that just gets us some healing. Goodbye. And although, of course, that is the downside to not doing that. But we got a second shot at it. Hey, Opportunist isn't active, I just realized. Hey, we actually get rid of both of them. Very happy with that. And we get more powerful and such. Goodbye. And that means that the Insidious Power Stones don't come back because they are gone. We deleted them. We have lifesteal, we can triple. It cost us our White Flame, but that's okay. rather do this than play Sanctuary. Glad that happened now and not after the flip. I guess it doesn't matter either way which order we do this. And yeah, so this kill immediately, even before we pop it, it removes the powerful. So naturally, I think this is the second time that's happened where the idol then just immediately regifts. I'm actually get rid of the occult ritual because it is just not really our plan at this point. I mean, I guess it's fine. It just feels like we either have to, like, there's no way that we're going to cut enough of our deck, I think, for occult ritual to be worth it, and it's so expensive. So now that we have a decent powerful stacking engine going, I think we just cut it. I don't think we want to actually play that. I should have upgraded Mystic Ritual. I just don't think about it. God, I feel so dumb. Think of all the value I'm missing out on. Because Occult Ritual upgrades to apply 12 Arcane to you, which is normally terrible, but we could have done it. Ah, I'm so mad. I'm so mad. All right. Do we reroll here? I mean, Mana Ritual's not bad. Defense mod is pretty good. I'm fine just taking that, I think. All right. We are going to cut the Occult Ritual. Do not need it. I'm so sad. Because they need upgrades like 6 mana draws. Although drawing 6 is risky. I don't know if there's anything else I really want to cut. Although, like, the extra healing obviously doesn't do anything for us. Temporary buff? Nope. Hoping for Mighty going in. I do kind of like just getting more evade chance. Because every evade against Baelator is worth, like, 50 health. Potentially. All right. Really, we're hoping for... Okay, and our evade buff is worn off, unfortunately. No luck on getting this tough going in. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. All right, so this would take away all of the... Actually, that works out. Because we can do this. And then apply weak. We're still not in great shape, but it could be a lot worse. Yeah, that helped. So now we are taking an acceptable amount of damage. And we got 2 evades, so we didn't end up getting hit at all. All right. Unfortunately, there's all the evasion powerful, which I'm not super thrilled to see that this turn. Especially because we are still dealing with Opportunist, so we can't draw another card. And we're out of... Oh, we can do this to get tough at least. And we can pop off. Nice thing is those detonations technically get rid of 2 ranks of White Flame. We are now looking at taking potentially, unless we get lucky on evades. We did not. We did not get any lucky evades there. But, oh, and I forgot to save... I meant to save rests in case this draw went poorly for us, and I just forgot. So this thing needs to die so it doesn't eat all of our evades. I mean, it's going to need all our evades. It's going to need our one evade this turn, but... And the bleed this turn. Just so exceptionally rude. This doesn't even do anything for us. Wow, this draw sequence is terrible. I think the best we can do is just that. And it may not be enough. We may have to restart. Depends on whether we get like any of these evades. Oof. That was some miserable luck there. Now we get evasion 4 for the turn. Yeah, we got that good luck on turn 1, and then never again. Here's the thing we were desperately hoping to find. I guess that's the punishment for not cutting cards. Yeah, this is not going to do anything, unfortunately, because it's just going to go into this evade. But it does give it... Huh. 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 So we could draw cards. I don't think that does anything for us right now. And we want to make sure we get this evasion this turn. Don't love that. We may just be dead still because like this is just lined up so poorly. And we don't have this dead. God, and these power stones eating up all of our draw on the turn that they all get opportunist. Let's draw a skill guaranteed. Ah, we can't even play it. Wow, this is so brutal. I mean, I guess we can, because, like... It's going to eat our evasion anyway. But we really needed to find a way to deal damage, because now we still... Now I can't play that. No, that would have mattered. Yeah, this is where we probably die. It depends on how lucky we get any luck on these evades. Oh, right, I have a Phoenix Feather. We're not dead. That was rude. So now our evades will actually do something. And we have some evades. Yeah, okay. Please no. Hey, we at least evaded that one. We didn't just get murdered by the idol. That would have been just the... I would have been even more tilted if that was how we had died. Lifesteal. More shield. Yeah, it's always going to heal us back. We may finally have this under control. We'll see. This fight is always just going to be on the verge of ruining our day. All right, we just need this shield. I would love to hit twice, but we need the shield. All right, there we go. Finally, at least we lined up something that works for us. We do not have Opportunist up, so we can safely draw cards. Wifeling's going to pop over and over again, and it's just going to eat up all of the... It looks like we are not going to find anything that we really want to turn. We can turn this to gunk because, like, we have so much lifesteal at this point that anytime we do damage, we're going to go back to full health anyway. And we get to evade all these. We get to keep one of those evades for later, unless we just have it eaten up by this. All right. Opportunist is up now, so we have to be careful. There's another stone gone. It is funny at this point, like, how little damage we're taking, considering how the early parts of this fight went. Like, we popped a Phoenix Feather here. I normally don't even take Phoenix Feather because I'm always convinced I won't need it, but... Also, it's not my fault that my deck is 30 cards. It's like 36 cards, and I keep refusing to cut cards. It is entirely the fault of bad draw order every time. That's just how it is. I don't make the rules. I just work with the system as it was created. Oh, we can't draw any more cards this turn anyway. But there's another one of the stones. God, just infinite shrivels. Yeah, we could draw one more card. Do you want to put this back into the draw pile? Nah. I just want to do that. That's all of our draw. Got a temporary evasion here. Look at this baby. All right. Jerk keeps stacking powerful, but it will not help him. Because we're better at stacking powerful. And we use our powerful to take away his powerful. Opportunist is not up. I don't remember if there's still Bright Flame Stone. Did we get both the Insidious whatever stones? I think so. All right. And this will be lethal. All right. And that is the run. And yeah, mostly what happened there was I tanked it with my face. Yeah. Anyway, that's it for this run. I'll see you next time. Toodles.